Hello, this is Mike from newgoldenage.ca. It's been a while since I've recorded what's been going on in the backyard, but I thought I'd give you a rundown. First, my 8 raised bed gardens. Let me show you. Oh, and I added this. Nice beans. Oh, nature. This was of course full of grass, and I have a chicken tractor, more or less. Now the chickens actually took care of all the grass, slightly fertilized it, not too much, and I'm going to be a grandfather this year, and the baby's due in about 2 months, so I decided I'm going to go overboard with squash so I can make baby food. So these are many different kinds of squash, and in the back, corn. Now there's squash in between the corn rows. I haven't had an opportunity to put the beans in yet, vines to grow, at least not over there, but I'll do that probably this weekend. Now this is spinach, lettuce, and I had a workshop over here on how to grow mushrooms, and this guy said, this grows wild, but it's actually edible. Now, really, beans? Really? Greg! See, if you've been around for years, you know that that's the cutest dog, and you know, though, that it's a nuisance. It's crazy. Whatever. So anyway, this is actually considered a weed, and it tastes like lettuce, like you'd have it in your salad. Well, what you see here is spinach and lettuce. Now this was actually reseeded or left over from last year, and my family and I, we've been eating it. I haven't tilled it up yet. Now here, these are leeks. Is that not massive? Those are huge. And this one's getting ready to pop open for some flowers. But these are leeks that I let grow over the winter, since we didn't have a very rough winter. They just stayed alive, and now they're humongous. So I'm thinking, why don't I just put them on like a year rotation and do that all the time? Maybe I'm late. Maybe you're always supposed to do that. I don't know. Here, I have bush cucumbers this year, and over here I have zucchini. Here, more of those weeds for lettuce. Those just grew on their own, and it's fantastic. And what you see here are 3 or 4 different varieties of beans. I really wanted to focus on jarring and freezing and saving this year. Now over here we have vine cucumbers, and in between each cucumber, if you look, I always have a tough time with this name, nasturtiums, those edible flowers. So those are kind of companion planting. Here I have 2 different kinds of cabbages. If you look closely, I put in radishes right there. I haven't planted over here yet, but I'll get to it. Now here, leftover onions from last year. Here are my peas. I believe in between here I planted more of those nasturtiums, edible flowers. Here I'm having a real tough time. I have snails that's just destroying any little bit of spinach that's growing. And I had lettuce growing over here, been destroyed, and lots of these planted here. Luckily there's 4 of these, so I'm going to split them up, and they're remain. Over here I have small pumpkins, the kind just the size of a pie. Over here I have sugar baby watermelons that's going to grow up through here. This is getting eaten up by snails. Over here I have some sort of cantaloupe, some seeds from France that store for 4 months. Here, this is my asparagus patch that I'm letting grow out now, but I'm going to put my tomatoes in there for companion planting and clean out the bed some. Here's my strawberry patch and blueberries. This is my blueberry right here, but I have blueberries throughout here. And although it's quite early, I actually have strawberries growing. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. That's ripe. I think I'll eat that. Nice. That's very good. My chickens. I moved them over here. And you want to see if they have eggs today? Ooh, nice bird poop. Nope. Oh, I'm on the wrong end. We just turned this around actually. Cleaned it out today. Let's see if we've got eggs. Oh, yes we do. And lots of poo. So I have to clean that out. We just cleaned it out, but I didn't get to the nesting area. So that's nice. Got about 6 eggs. Look at that. What'd you do? Alright, over here I have garlic. Planted this garlic in the fall. And it's really doing well. Here's my neighbor's garlic. You can see that. This is doing better. He's an old school. Here I have onions that I planted. And here I have peppers. I actually put this in the yard, see? Back up a little bit. So my chickens cleaned all that out for me. My peach tree. Now, take a quick look over here. I produce mushroom kits, and these are reishi. Look, reishi mushrooms are growing right in these bags. Isn't that kind of cool? I brought them out here. I didn't want the spores floating around inside my shop. Let me take you over here. Beans. Look, of course. Here, my grapes are growing. Now these grapes are being ravished by this blue beetle, grape beetle. So I didn't want to spray or do anything like that. So I actually came out here for about 4 days and just kept picking them. Put them into a little jar with water and let them drown. But this is going to be an amazing crop of grapes. Huge. Because it's like the 2nd or 3rd year of growth, and it's going to be really good. This not so much. And then over here, if you remember, I had kiwi. I got one single kiwi off of it last year, and I think an animal came and took it before I got to it. Whatever. I really do love that dog, but damn. Okay, now let me back up. I want to show you my food forest. My food forest. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's like a little miracle to me. It's a little forest, for real. Now I actually had to go in there and cut some things out because it was just growing so much. These, I don't know if you can tell how big they are, but those are strawberries, humongous. And these are onions that reseeded. They're all through here. I can just come and pick what I want. Through there, raspberries growing, choking some few things out. I had to thin them out a little bit. This is a peach. Now this peach has gotten some sort of disease. Look at that. Not good. It's probably not going to do very good from here on out. It's probably going to die, which kind of sucks. Never got a single peach from it. This is all filled with raspberries. Over here is my cherry. Now we had a horrific 2 weeks of warm weather, maxed, then at the end of that, freezing weather, and it killed about 90% of all of our crops, fruit crops. Killed them all. So, unlike last year, I don't think I'm going to be getting too much of fruit this year at all. This is my rhubarb. And back here, I allowed, oh, there goes a little rabbit. Oh, did you see it? Yeah, rabbits like it back here. This plant here, that's a Brussels sprouts. See the little yellow flowers? I let some of them grow and just left them, and they flowered, and now they're, see, these pods, they're getting ready to drop seeds, and they're going to drop thousands of seeds right here in this area. My hope is that they're just going to reseed. Oh, chasing the rabbit. Okay, now here, this vine, It's growing everywhere. I mean, it's just taken over. There it is there. It's climbing up on everything. And that is, if you remember last year, it's hops for beer. Beans, go! My gooseberry, massive amount of gooseberries this year. Huge. And I'm allowing this, trying to train it to grow over top of the tiny pond to give it added shade and to protect the toads from the crows this year. See the lily pads growing? I just left that there. Now the bees from the beehive come over here and they drink it up. They love it back here. So we'll walk our way through. Okay, more vines. It may look like anarchy back here, and I guess in a sense to a person it is, but it's nature, eh? This is lavender that I planted back here. More of the vine. That is another herb. I don't know what it is, I forget, but it's definitely an herb. Here you see the red berries starting to grow. Those are currants. This is a nice big currant bush. These are blackberries that are growing, and it looks like I'm going to probably have about 10 pounds or more. See if I can focus it in a little bit. Huge amount of blackberries growing all through here. And I actually had to cut a path through. There's a nectarine. I saw one or two on here that's still alive. For the most part, unfortunately, it went away, dead. See, here's a nectarine right there, if you can see it. And the gooseberries. See, look down here. All those gooseberries. That's amazing. Now, we come over here. More blackberries that are growing. Currants. That right there is lemon balm. Nice big bush. I tell you, whatever you plant in here, it just grows like crazy. Here, you can tell me what that is. I forget, but it's definitely an herb, and it's huge. And it's growing like crazy. Here's another currant. See a little red? Can you focus on that? Maybe not. So there's more herbs over there. That is a nice sized pear tree. That's huge. And if you notice in the pear tree, I don't know if you can see the vine growing, but the vine's growing in there. My hops vine. And that is the tor. See, there's a vine there. Well, hope you enjoyed the tour. When the gardens grow out a little bit, I'll take some